first class 어디 가도 무조건 contrast Grand Canyon of a skill diff 넌 날 try 같이 안 보이는 list
Hi, Tiffany. Welcome back to my double locked door. It's so good to see you. Where have you been? I've actually missed you so much. Welcome to this video where we're going to talk about the books because this is a reading vlog. Hope you're ready. Hope you're excited. Today we're going to be talking and reading novellas, okay? Teeny tiny little books. I'm actually not sure what defines a novella. I think it's actually word count. I read 4 of them in this vlog. Novellas are perfect for a reading slump, which is what I've been in, what I've been dealing with. This video came at the perfect time for me personally. I'm an audiobook girly. You know that about me, Tiffany. I love an audiobook. I've been trying to get more into physical reading, but audiobook girly through and through. And what I love doing while I'm listening to my audiobooks is multitask, like clean, make art, or sometimes play games. And that's where today's sponsor, June's Journey, comes in. Now, June's Journey is a hidden object game set in the 1920s. In June's Journey, we're following June and her journey, where her sister and her sister's husband have been murdered. And so June goes up to the estate and is like, what's going on? And basically the game is like you trying to find all of these clues to figure out what happened to her sister. And the more you play the game, the more you like uncover about this mystery. And it's crazy. And that's the thing too about June's Journey is right now they're having their like 8th anniversary, or what they're calling their spookiversary. As always, there will be lots of special events happening. Expect Halloween surprises for the entire month of October, including a thrilling, mysterious gift left for you by June. So with their spookiversary, they're adding a bunch of like crazy, spooky new things to the game, like new decorations that are spooky and like Halloween themed that you can decorate your island, your estate with, which I love. And not only that, but you can take part in interactive community challenges to help solve the mystery that June left for you 100 years ago. Even without the crazy spooky stuff that's happening for their spookiversary, I still love this game. It's so, I feel, meditative. Like I'll just put in my headphones, pop in a little audiobook and start playing. And I could do that for hours. All you need to do, Tiffany, is download June's Journey and start playing today. It's 100% free to download. You can get it on Android and iOS. I think they also have a desktop version as well, if that's your vibe. Click the link in the description. Download June's Journey, available on iOS, Android, and live your dreams. Be a detective in the 1920s. Thank you so much to June's Journey for sponsoring today's video. Okay, Tiffany, let's talk about the books that I read in this video. First of all, we have to talk about this book, The Pale White by Chad Lutzke. This is a horrifying book. This is about 3 girls who are all kidnapped and forced to work as sex workers. But not even sex workers, because they don't get paid. They're basically sex trafficked by this one guy. The girls at the beginning of the book kill their captor. The book is basically about their escape, how they navigate everything post-trauma, even though I feel as though their escape is still traumatic as hell. I also read Man, Fuck This House. This is by Brian Asman. I have another book actually by Brian. I literally forgot I had. This is about a family. They move into this new house. Things begin to happen. Weird things start to happen. I don't want to say too much because I kind of went into it a little bit blind, and I think that was a really smart thing to do. But this is basically a haunted house book. I also read this book, Coup de Grace. I don't know how to pronounce it. Somebody literally told me. Somebody was like, Jordan, this is how you pronounce it. Forgot. Okay, forgot immediately. I'm an absolute idiot, all right? This is about a guy who takes his own life, and then when he wakes up, the afterlife is seemingly this endless subway station. He can't escape, but also there might be things in the subway station that kind of like want to get him. The last novella I read in this vlog was To Be Devoured by Sarah Tantlinger. This is a gay cannibal book, like sapphic cannibal book. It's about a girl who has a girlfriend. She's starting to have these urges to devour, to eat her girlfriend. So fun. If you're interested to see how I felt about these books, keep watching, okay? And don't forget also to hit subscribe. Don't forget also to check out my Patreon. We'd love to have you. But anyway, you're stunning and gorgeous, and I will see you very soon, okay? Have fun. Bye.
Hello, welcome to this reading vlog. Today is Tuesday.
And I have already finished a book. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Jordaline, Are you the best booktuber that's ever freaking existed? I think you're thinking that, and I think I think it's true. I think you're right. I have so much to talk to you about, and like it's actually kind of like a little bit crazy. Let me tell you about the absolute shit fuckery that happened to me today. I went to a cafe, walked there. When I was walking back, I was on this like trail. The thing is, this happened like a few days ago, like less than a week ago. The same thing happened, but this time it really pissed me off. Like it pissed me off before, but this time I'm like really pissed off. So basically I'm walking down the trail and I see in front two men on bikes, which first of all, they're not supposed to be on fucking bikes on the trail. Like go on the road, you know? But anyway, I'm thinking that there's no way that I'm gonna move. Like you're on a bike, you can move to the other side, because they were like coming towards me from like my side. I'm walking on this side, they're coming this way on my side. So I look at my phone. When I look up from my phone, this motherfucking man almost hits me with his bike. Tiffany, it makes me so fucking mad. It makes me so fucking mad. And like the look he gave me, because I looked at him. And I looked at him, and I hope he got the fact that I was looking at him thinking, I want to cut off your balls and I want to feed them to your fucking family. Like, I hope that's what he thought that I looked like, because that's the vibe I wanted to give. I looked at that man like, what the fuck are you doing? I looked up, he's like coming towards me, almost about to hit me. I moved to the side quickly, and I'm just like looking at him like, are you fucking stupid? It just tells me that some men have the absolute fucking audacity to think that women should spare them fucking space. There's no fucking way, bitch. You're on a fucking bike. Move. Bro, the rage inside me. And that's the thing too. When he was passing me, he looked at me and he looked fucking smug. As if that's exactly what he wanted. As if he was saying, yeah, I'm not gonna move. You're gonna move. Oh my God. And that's the thing again. This happened like literally 3 or 4 days ago. The same thing happened where I was walking down the path. A man on a bike was coming towards me. We're on the same side of the path. And I thought, he's gonna move. He didn't, bro. Absolute fucking gumption, the audacity, and the fucking nerve. Oh. The fact that he almost hit me. The fact that this man was so unwilling to fucking move that he almost hit me. And then had the audacity to look at me satisfied. So that happened. Was not fun. Anyway, I did finish this book. Also, this vlog I think is going to be like a novella vlog. I'm going to try to like novella. I'm going to try to punch out as many novellas in this vlog as I possibly can. So far, one down. I did read last night The Pale White. This is by Chad Ludsky. I was a bit apprehensive when I went into this because it is a book about sexual violence against women, but it's written by a man. And so I was like, oh, Chad, is this going to be good? But then I read on the back that Gabino Iglesias blurbed it, and I was like, okay, I really trust him. So also his blurb is stunning. The pale white is anything but white. It's black and blue like a bruise and the deep red of arterial blood. Oh, that's good. I read that and I was like, okay, I'm convinced. You've convinced me. This was beautiful. And like you're thinking, Jordan, what do you mean? It's like a horror novel, right? It kind of is, yeah. But it's so respectful. I felt it was respectful. There are no explicit scenes where you see the girls and the women being abused. None. It's like very like vaguely mentioned. It's very vaguely alluded to, but there are no explicit scenes of sexual violence against women, which is crazy because it's a book about sexual violence against women. If I'm being honest with you, Tiffany, I cried at the end. and even just like thinking about it, I want to cry again because I don't even, because it was so, I don't want to give anything away. I don't want to say any spoilers, but it was so, just like, it makes me want to cry. And not because it's like bad or sad, but like a happy cry, you know, like a relieved cry. That's kind of the vibe. After I finished the book, I put it down and then I cried for like a good 4 minutes because there's so much going on throughout the entire novella. And there's so much like fear and uncertainty about the future because these girls have already been so victimized. And so there's this feeling of like the victimization is just going to continue even after they've stopped being victimized by their abusers. The book begins with their liberation, but it doesn't feel like liberation. There was this quote that like stopped me in my tracks, absolutely stopped me. It's on page 76. I have to be real. Just me loving her won't end her suffering. It won't heal the scars. I won't stop potential illness or PTSD or depression. I can worry and coddle and act as a safety net for Cammy, but when the damage has already been done, it feels like a waiting game. Will she ever speak again? Will she ever be able to love a man and start a family? Will she one day mask the pain with substance abuse? Will she kill? I honestly just love the quote, just me loving her won't end her suffering. And I felt that, bro, in my bones, in my body. The hard thing about trauma, the hard thing about mental illness, the hard thing about life, I guess, is sometimes like just loving somebody isn't enough to save them. And that's really, really hard. And I think a lot of the book is about that. It's about how loving someone isn't enough to save them, but then also it is also about how loving someone can be enough to save them. Because the ending of the book, bro, the ending of the book was so beautiful. I can't. This took me maybe like an hour to read. You need to read this, Tiffany. I think you would love it, especially if you're triggered by the topic of sexual violence against women. This is very, very tame, and I feel like it's a very approachable way to read about it. And it's also satisfying. It's also very satisfying. I thought it was great. I thought Chuck put his whole pussy into it. I also need to talk to you about the thing that I have been unhealthily obsessed with. I'm unhealthily obsessed with a lot of things, Tiffany, like a lot of things. I'm unwell. But this is like a whole new world. Okay, this is Aladdin. I'm obsessed with this YouTube channel called City Boy Log. It's a Korean YouTube channel. They produce like BL content, right? But not even just like BL content, but the way that it's filmed, it's made to seem like a vlog. So they have currently 3 different couples, and I think there's 6 seasons altogether of this show. Basically, these actors pretend to be like vloggers, I guess. And it's a whole thing, Tiffany. But what I'm obsessed with is the latest couple. The latest couple has me fucked up. I'm not even joking. I'm unwell. The way that I love these men is actually worrying. And like, that's the thing too. In the midst of my obsession, I kind of thought to myself, am I losing my mind? I genuinely had the thought that like maybe I was going a little bit crazy because of how much it consumed me. I've watched their season, which is season 6, which is called The Vacation, 7 times, 8 times. I've watched it so many times, bro. I signed up for their membership on their channel. I think the most expensive one, which was $20. I'm going to be paying $20 a month to see exclusive content and like live shows, like live streams and stuff from these people. $20 a month. The thing that absolutely wrecks me, and like it's actually fucking genius, Tiffany. You don't even understand. It's genius. What's genius is they will continue to act as if they are lovers outside of the content, outside of the vlogs. They go on live streams and they're wearing couple bracelets and they're calling each other like boyfriends. They're talking about going on dates. They are. And I think that's really what got me into the Delulu land. They convinced me. They said be Delulu, and I said, okay, sure, no problem. And so I am. This couple is so fucking cute. Their names are Yoonjae and Donggyun. And the way that I'm obsessed with both of them, specifically Donggyun though, just because he's so fucking cute. He just seems like one of those kinds of men that you could just like put in your palm and then put in your pocket. Like he just seems like a cutesy futzy little guy. In their season, The Vacation, they have 3 kissing scenes. The way that I've watched them so many times, like However many views those videos have, I'm responsible for half of them. I've seen them so many times, and I am waiting with bated fucking breath for every single new piece of content from this specific couple. The other couples I think are cute, whatever, but this couple, this is the one that I'm absolutely obsessed with. Because also they have a backstory, and I know I'm like so boring. I'm so sorry if this is boring. They have a backstory where they both were in a show called FC Sold Out, which is a Korean drama, and they were love interests in that show. So like on City Boy Log, it's kind of like, oh, we didn't really think about each other like that back then, but now after meeting again, we kind of like had like a little meet cute, and we all of a sudden realized that like each other is like really cute and like, It's so cute, bro. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. I would recommend, honestly, checking out City Boy Log. It's a really great YouTube channel. Just beware of the absolute delulu. Fucking delusional, dude. The way that I've convinced myself that these men are in love with each other, IRL. In my mind, in my sick, rotted brain, they're gonna get married one day. They're gonna live together. I love BL. I just feel as though I've hyperfixated a little bit too close to the sun. Do you know what I mean? I got a little too crazy. And I'm starting to sort of like now pull back a little bit. But there were a few days, a good 3 or 4 days where I was like locked in. Couldn't do anything else other than like just scrounging for anything, like a fucking rat, dude. Bro, when I found out that they had done a live show, like a live stream 2 weeks ago, it was as if I had like taken a bump or something. It was like a new high. It was nice. I'm not even gonna lie. It was nice. If I can get dopamine from anywhere, I'm gonna do it, bro. And you would do the same. And that's where we're like, that might be where it ends in terms of our likeness, because you're probably not a fucking loser. But I am. And I don't have dopamine or serotonin up in my little brainy brain. So seeing dudes kiss and like fall in love with each other gives me dopamine. Anyway, before this actually starts getting really sad, I'm gonna go. I have started reading Man, Fuck This House by Brian Asman. I'm only 25 pages in. I am not far at all into this. It's also kind of longer, but the font is pretty huge, so I don't think this will take me very long to read. I'm enjoying it. I'm interested to see where it goes. I haven't read a haunted house book in a while, so I'm excited for this experience. I will see you again tomorrow, okay? It was so good seeing you. You look amazing. I just want to kiss you, but I won't because I'm shy. Bye. See you later. See you tomorrow. Bye.
First class, 어디 가도 무조건 contrast. Grand Canyon of a skill diff, 넌 나의 차이 끝이 안 보이는 list. Zero contact, 수월 경화, 우리 하늘과 땅 저게 아이의 vision. I'm in a different dimension, but I'm up in flames. When I zoom past them, better know your place. After image and 그림 다른 따라가는 현실에 뛰어쫓아가는 자극에 Just another trip, what you think I'm looking at? You know, everything I do is for the win, it's all dub. So you can understand, 태어날 때부터 감사해, cause you acting like a fan. But I'm not, but I'm never gonna land. When it's all done, don't need to pretend. When it's all done, I laugh in the end. Never gonna miss my shot, and I pull up like that's my spot. 언제나 okay, 날 못 따라오지, no way. 이건 나의 spotlight. Everything I do is say one call it Primo, 누가 뭐래도 try to catch up. You ain't ever seen anything like Primo. That's just who we are. Best of the best, they all the dinosaurs to rest. Whoa.
Cutting up the foes when I'm pulling out the scissors. I'm the only one who can call myself a winner. Y'all be acting sweet till I whip you up for dessert.
Best of the best, they all the dinosaurs to rest. Whoa.
Hotter than the sun, never sure. Yeah, we double it. Y'all cannot compare. 어딨어? Yeah, we running it. We running it. Yeah, we running it. 내가 세상을 흔들면 넌 Breaking to the top, no stops when I pull up. 지금 바로 시작. 품은 느낌은 내게 사는 세상은 항상 빛이 나 알아서 해. 다 따라해. I keep peeking. Peeking at me, styling everybody, now they understand. All y'all witnessing greatness and no 2K, yeah. When it's all done, don't need to pretend. When it's all done, I laugh in the end. Never gonna miss my shot, and I pull up like that's my spot. 언제나 okay, 날 못 따라오지, no way. 이건 나의 spotlight. Everything I do is say one call it
Primo, 누가 뭐래도 try to catch up. You ain't ever seen anything like Primo. That's just who we are. Best of the best, they all the dinosaurs to rest.
I finished reading Man Fuck This House by Brian Assman. I've just been kind of like lazing around, but I suddenly got the urge to go for a walk. So I think I'm gonna get ready and I think I'm gonna go for a walk, listen to some music. Hopefully no fucking cyclists piss me off. I'm gonna go for a walk, but let me talk to you a little bit, just like a little tiny bit about Man Fuck This House. I really liked it. I think I'm probably gonna give it maybe like a 3.5 out of 5. I'm thinking somewhere between 3 and 4. I really liked the first half. The first half, I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, these things don't make any sense. But then the second half, while it was still good, I still liked the second half. I was a little bit confused. Or rather, no, I wasn't confused. I thought it was a bit weird. It was just a bit weird toward the end. And I kind of wish that things hadn't ended the way that they ended, but they did. But I really liked the characters. The writing wasn't bad. I kind of wish it was like a little bit more spooky. Just like a little bit more spooky. I will also say that it's not your typical kind of haunted house book. I was expecting it to be like a full haunted house moment. It's not giving that. Or rather, like, the ending isn't giving that. I don't know how to describe it. It is fun though. It's fun. I did like it. I liked the characters. I thought the characters were really, really fun. And I would recommend that you pick it up if you're interested. Like, if you look at it, you're like, oh, this seems cool. I would pick it up. I also found out though yesterday that it's apparently being traditionally published, which is a thing that's like happening a lot. Shy Girl is getting traditionally published. This is as well. It seems like they're going to put like the novella and then also other stories that Brian Assman has written. So, and I think it's being released in October, so you don't have to wait too long if you're interested. Also, let me talk to you about this thing that I just watched, and maybe you've already seen it. It's on Netflix. It's called Unknown Number. I had already been like spoiled because I saw a few things on, I think like Instagram or something like that. And so I knew that it was a certain person. I won't spoil it for you. Oh, it's absolutely horrifying, dude. Absolutely horrifying. And then like, bro, the ending of it, the end where our girl Lauren is talking about like wanting to have a relationship. Bro, the scene where everything is coming to light and the police are there with the fucking warrant and they're like, this is what's been going on. This is the person. And then she's hugging her. Bro, I've never wanted so badly to like reach through a screen and just like punch somebody in the fucking face. Like, how dare you? How dare you fucking hug her? After everything that you've done. That's insane. And then when she was like, I did it because I'm mentally ill. Bitch, a lot of us are mentally ill. We're not doing that though. We're not doing that. It's a fucked up world we live in, Tiffany. So be careful, okay? Be careful. And also, the whole pedophile angle. The angle of her saying those things about a teenage boy, a 14-year-old boy. Ooh. And then her being like, no, I didn't mean it like that. How did you mean it, you fucking creep? Ew. I just finished watching that and it absolutely had me sick to my stomach. But also like so angry on behalf of Lauren. How dare you? How dare you? Bro. Anyway, I'm gonna go for a walk. I don't know what I'm gonna read next, honestly. I might read the suicide book. That sounds weird. I can't remember the name of it. It's the one about the gay guy who ends his own life and then he ends up in like a subway. I think I might read that next. I kind of want to try to read 2 books today because I really want to like pack this vlog full of as much book content as possible for you. Or I might read To Be Devoured. Also, I found out that the author of that book, To Be Devoured, Sarah Tantalinger, is that her name? She follows me on Instagram. I didn't even know. So I followed her back and I was like, oh my God, you know who I am, senpai. Anyway, I might also read that. I don't know. Also, what do you think of my pimple? Isn't she stunning, gorgeous, beautiful? For some reason, I have been getting zits just in this area. Like I literally had one zit on the line of my lip. You can still see it kind of like the lingering remnants. And then I got rid of it. It was gone. And then the next like 2 or 3 days later, I had another one on like this side right there, on the line of my lip. And now we have like a Cindy Crawford moment for some reason. Maybe I need to wash my face more. Maybe I need to be like not gross actually. What should we name her? What should we name this diva? I'm kind of thinking maybe like Roberta. What do you think? Leave your suggestions in the comments. I'd love to know your opinion. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Okay? It's been so good seeing you. I'll let you know how things go. Bye. Bye-bye. Bonjour, hello, it is Thursday. How are you? What do you think of this sweater? I ordered it last week from Hollister. I honestly don't know. My first time ever shopping at Hollister. Never done that before, but I wanted to buy sweatpants because I'm thinking about like going to like the gym. This sweater was on clearance and it just reminds me of like the 90s. You know what, like in the 90s when everyone wore sweaters that had like random organizations on them. I really like this sweater. It's also very, very warm. It is a men's sweater because I do like men's clothing. I feel like your mom in like 1994. Do you know what I mean? Like that's the vibe I'm kind of giving right now. I did finish another novella. I finished this book, Coup de Grace. I'm honestly not sure how to pronounce it. I genuinely don't know how to feel about it. I read it last night in one sitting and I don't know if I liked it. You know when you read a book and you leave the experience more confused than before? That's me. I don't know how I feel about this. On one hand, I was kind of bored. On the other hand, I was deeply invested. I don't know. A lot of it seemed kind of useless, especially when you get to the end of the novella. But also at the same time, there were multiple endings. Like I think starting on like page like 100 or something, there were a few like endings. So something would happen and then it would be like blah, 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 and then the end. But then the next page, it would continue. So maybe that's like the author saying, hey, if you don't like that ending, maybe you'll like this one. Maybe that's what that's for. I was a little bit confused. I was like, oh, I'm already finished the novella. That's crazy. And then I turned the page and I was like, no, I'm not. But what I will say, despite my inability to understand or reconcile my own feelings towards the book The writing is absolutely stunning. I've dog-eared a few pages because I was like, I need Tiffany to hear this. Everybody needs to hear this because it's so beautiful. This is on page 54. We are all so eager to connect and to be loved. Our bodies feel like an external promise to that. Youth and health both, they throb, expand, then disappear. The thought of it pierces her heart so sharply, it is like a lightning strike. She already grieves its disappearance. The filth that time finds in her pulse, gathering beneath her skin like a storm, then rising, it finds the shores of her like garbage on a tide. Finds the shores of her like garbage on the tide. Like, shut up. There's another quote too that I really like that I wanted to read to you. This one is on page 96. Because the wicked truth of it was that home was a horrible loneliness. Despite the spectacle of house parties and sweet-scented oleander blossoms gifted with feigned sympathy, home was a trap. A gray vault to lock away my animal body. Home was where the dark came early, stayed, draped heavy like a blanket over me when I slept, and nightmares rearranged the furniture with every season so that I felt further from the fireplace, the window, and the empty doorway. I was there, but no one I really wanted came to see me. How could I feast on such memories? How could I call such squalor home? There are a few quotes that absolutely just punch me in my nutsack. Like, I've been talking a lot lately about like, oh, suck my balls, you know, nutsack or whatever. I don't have a nutsack. I don't know why I'm doing that. But anyway, there are a few quotes that really punch you in the gut, that really absolutely just, and the twist. So I will say that about this. The writing is beautiful, but I will also say the writing can also be a little bit too much sometimes. The writing gets so convoluted that at points I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? The writing took itself so seriously at some points that I was like, Sophia, what the fuck are you saying? I'm confused. I'm lost. I don't understand what's going on. It's a double-edged sword. And I kind of feel like this whole book is kind of like a double-edged sword. I really liked some parts of it, but other parts of it, I was just like, mind-numbingly bored. I also kind of feel like, and maybe this is crazy, maybe this is rude, I feel like it could have been shorter, even though it's only 130 pages long. But like the end, like the very end, hard to read. Very depressing. Very, very depressing. This whole book is so, and I think that's also part of why I didn't really like it that much, was because it was so depressing. Like, I'm already pretty depressed. And so this was not helpful. Not helpful at all. So yeah, I would say if you're in a depressive episode, if you're not feeling, 100%, don't read it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a giant fucking bummer. I've been watching true crime. I told you yesterday about how I watched that one documentary. I watched another one about Amy Bradley on Netflix. I feel like Netflix is the best place to watch like true crime documentaries. Is that just me? I watched the one about Amy Bradley and I'm like, desperate to know what the fuck happened to that woman, because what the fuck. Also love that she was gay. And okay, I started watching the documentary and they were like showing photos of Amy and I was like Amy looks like a lesbian. They were like, yeah, she was dancing with a man, and I'm like, the entire docuseries, I was like, Amy's gay. I'm like 99% sure Amy's gay. And then they were like, she came out to her parents, and I was like, yes. I felt so vindicated that I had the gaydar to be like, Amy's a lesbian. Apparently too, I was reading online that like other news sources or other documentaries never mention that she's gay, and her parents are like specifically are like, yeah, she had a boyfriend. Homophobic. I do hope that Amy comes back one day. I want to believe that she's alive. I watched one more last night. What was it? I watched the one about the woman and her father who beat her husband to death with a baseball bat and a brick. That one was a hard watch. It was really sad because the kids basically like lost both of their parents in like one fell swoop. Technically they lost like 3 parents. It's crazy. That one was sad. Anyway, I honestly have not been watching BL, which I know you're like, whoa, Jordan, what? I haven't been watching like BL other than City Boy Log. I have a few shows that I need to like catch up on. I'm honestly thinking I might just like start over a few of the shows that I've been watching and just like binge them. I have to film either today or tomorrow. I also think for the next vlog, I want to do a dark romance video because I've been like kind of craving doing another one of those like reading books I think I'll hate kind of videos, because I thought my last one was really, really fun. I really liked making that one. Even though it was a painful experience, it was fun to talk shit. It was fun to edit. So yeah, what am I talking about? I feel like I'm just rambling. Anyway, I think next I might want to read To Be Devoured by Sarah Tantlinger, just because this is fairly short, has such good reviews. Like everyone loves it, and it's literally less than 100 pages. So I think I'm going to read this one next, and I'll let you know what I think of it. Sound good? Does it sound good? Anyway, I'm going to go. I can't remember what else I was going to talk to you about, but I'm going to go. I will see you in my next clip. Let you know what I think of To Be Devoured. Okay? Bye. See you soon. Goodbye. You look great.
You got me so bad, you make it all slow down, not getting closer, you're killing me. You thought it's over, I'm waking alone now, not getting closure. I knew that it was seconds from you losing me, but I just couldn't give it up. And all the times you said you wanted me, when you know we don't get along like we used to. Went along with everything you said and done for me. You'll never love me now, but you'll never know. You got me so bad, you make it all slow down, not getting closer, you're killing me. You thought it's over, I'm waking alone now, not getting closure, you're feeling me. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love, don't call me. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love so blindly. I know that you were always how you're using me, but I just had enough. And every time you said you ever wanted me, yeah, when you know we don't get along like we used to. Went along with everything you said and done for me. You'll never love me now, but you'll never know. You got me so bad, you make it all slow down, not getting closer, you're killing me. You thought it's over, I'm waking alone now, not getting closure, you're feeling me. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love, don't call me. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love so blindly. You got me sober, you make it all slow down, not getting closer, you're killing me. You thought it's over, I'm waking alone now, not getting closure. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love, don't call me. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love so blindly. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love, don't call me. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love so blindly.
Hi, Tiffany. I'm not even going to tell you what day it is. You don't want to know. You don't want to know what day it is. I'm basically here to tell you about the last thing I read. And then also I want to tell you about other things too. Let's talk, let's chat, let's have a little moment together. Also, my hair is getting so long. I have very thin hair, obviously. Look at me. But my hair is getting so long. Look at her. Oh my God, who is she? 22 inches. Also, tangent, my money pieces are growing out, obviously. I can't touch up my roots because I'm allergic to hair dye, including bleach. This is the thing, Tiffany. I knew that I was allergic to dark hair dye because when I was a teenager, I dyed my hair. I'll see if I can find a photo. At that point too, I also had blonde money pieces, or just one blonde money piece because it was like a side swoop situation. That was when I realized that I'm allergic to hair dye because I got a chemical burn on my scalp. Not fun. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. I've had a chemical burn one too many times. And then the next time I dyed my hair because I'm stupid, because I thought like maybe that was like a one-off. It won't happen again. Wrong. I dyed my hair at home and it happened again. My scalp chemical burns. And then also what was really fun was one of my eyes swelled up to like the size of a golf ball. I wish I still had the photo, and it was crazy. My eye was like that. It was protruding, like it was closed shut because it was so swollen. When I went to the doctor, they were like, stop doing that. The next time this happens, your throat could close up. Stop it. So for years and years and years and years, I didn't dye my hair until recently because I thought in my head that the bleach was fine. I thought the bleach wasn't as bad as the dark hair dye. I was wrong. Because when I got my money pieces, I got like a slight chemical burn. It wasn't as bad as, back in the day. It was scabby, flaky, pussy. That's the thing, bro. If you've never had a chemical burn, it'll scab over. But then if you like pick the scab, it's like this clear kind of pus that comes out. And depending on if it gets like infected or something, it could be like green or yellow. It's fucking disgusting. Okay. Thankfully, it didn't last very long. I think it went away probably after like 4 days because I was trying to be super gentle with it. It was itchy, but I was like, we're not scratching. We're not picking these scabs. These scabs are going to heal. It's going to heal. So it took about 3 or 4 days for everything to calm down. Also, my scalp was like swollen. But anyway, I was like, I wonder if I can get my hair bleached, but just not touch the scalp. Like, is that possible? And so I Googled it. And apparently it doesn't matter if it touches your scalp or not, because the dye, as soon as it touches your hair, it's like, it goes into like your bloodstream and shit like that or something. I don't know. Google was basically like, if you have an allergy to hair dye, you can't dye your hair, even if it doesn't touch the scalp. So I'm very sad. I'm bummed out because I love my money pieces. I think they look so good. If anybody knows of any like more natural, less like abrasive chemical type of hair dyes or bleaches specifically, please let me know. Please. I want the money pieces. They're growing out so quickly and I don't want them to leave. Anyway, this isn't supposed to be about me and my hair. Let's talk a little bit about To Be Devoured by Sarah Tantlinger. I really liked this. It was supremely gay, supremely complicated. I don't even know how to describe it, Tiffany. I really liked it, but at the same time, after I finished reading it, I kind of forgot that I read it, which doesn't necessarily have to be like this huge thing, like this bad thing, because what matters is the experience. I honestly had to remind myself like, oh, I have to talk about this book. But it could also just be that I was distracted. Everybody got what they didn't have coming to them. If you don't want to see innocent people get absolutely fucked around with, avoid this. The main character is a psycho. Love that for her. But I did the whole book feel so bad for her girlfriend. That's the thing too. There was also like this thing with the main character who is a white woman and her girlfriend who is a brown woman. It almost felt like fetishizing, but also not. I don't know. Let me know if you felt the same way. Like she would describe her girlfriend and bring up her skin color again and again and again and again. It's kind of weird. But then another character calls our main character's girlfriend Princess Jasmine, and our main character is like, whoa, you're fucking racist or whatever. But I was like, don't you kind of do the same thing? Let me know if you felt that way or if you didn't, because I did feel that there was this like obsession, obviously, from our main character to her girlfriend, unhealthily obsessed. Like the whole book, you're sort of traveling with this girl in her thoughts, in her delusions, in her deranged mind. And the more time that you spend with her, the more fucked up everything becomes. There was a scene with a baby pig. That's a big one, actually. If you don't like animals dying, especially little tiny little baby cutesy dootsy piglets being eaten alive, don't read this book. Don't do it. You will be triggered. Bro, I'm never getting over that. I wish I hadn't read that, honestly. I wish I hadn't read it because I just kept imagining just the cutest, tiniest little baby. The ending was interesting, satisfying. I was happy about the ending, to be honest with you. There was also a few twists and turns. That was kind of fun. I would recommend, honestly, you pick this up if you haven't already. It's also very, very short. I think it probably took me an hour and a half maybe to read. Would recommend. Let's get down to what's really important. To me, what's really important is BL. I talked to you already about City Boy Log and how I'm like literally obsessed with them and how I kind of went into like a tiny bit of a manic episode, it feels. I don't know if it actually was a manic episode, but thinking back on it, it felt manic. I'm still obsessed with them. I can't get enough, bro. And the ship that I'm obsessed with, the couple that I love, Yoonjae and Donggun, are the cutest fucking people. They had a live stream where they were talking about how they went to the theme park or like an amusement park for their first date. This was probably 5 or 6 days ago. And today, the video of them at the theme park, at the amusement park on their date got released. You don't even understand, Tiffany, how fucking feral I am, okay? It's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. I'm not even joking. I feel like I could tear off my skin because of the cute aggression that I feel towards these men at a theme park together. Okay, but that's not even the thing, Tiffany. Ah! So they went to the theme park, but they wore school uniforms. I'm gonna die. They wore school uniforms and also headbands. Like cutesy dootsy headbands, bro. Like fucking rabbit ear headbands. It's so fucking cute, dude. Watching it, I felt euphoric. I felt like this is the dopamine coming in. She was coming in by the truck full. But then there was also like drama. So this is the thing. I feel as though, and this is just my assumption, I'm actually not sure. I feel as though maybe like 60% of it is sort of like improv, and then like 40% of it is like scripted or like laid out in some way for like a storyline. Because I think a lot of the times the actors will just rely on the chemistry that they have with each other, but then the rest of it will be like scripted to sort of build a narrative for the video. And so there was like a drama thing, and like that's the thing too, Tiffany. That's a thing too, Tiffany. I'm a fucking psycho, bro. I don't understand Korean. I understand a little bit of Korean, but not enough to watch a video and be like, yeah, I understand everything that you're saying. When the video was uploaded, there were no English subtitles. There still aren't any English subtitles, and I still watched the video. And listen, I kind of got what was going on. I kind of understood. I could take from the context clues. So most of the video, I don't know what they're saying. No idea what they're saying. But I'm still glued to the screen, still grinning, still laughing, still giggling and kicking my fucking feet, bro. I just need you to know, Tiffany, that I'm absolutely obsessed with this YouTube channel, with this couple. Like, if they sold merch, bro, I think I would go fucking feral. Because that's also the thing, too. Whenever they go live together, I tune into that shit, too. I don't understand Korean. I don't know what they're saying. But I'm there at 7 o'clock in the morning, tuning in. I'm paying monthly $20 for exclusive content, bro. Also, oh my god, there was this like extra video for like the membership people, which is me, and bro, it was so cute. They like went skating, and then like at the end of the video there was a thing where Donggun is getting shoes from a locker, and then Yoonjae comes up and like pushes him up against the locker and kisses him. Like, feral. Maybe I need to get help. This isn't healthy. Also, in other news, speaking of getting help, I am going to see a doctor later on the month, and I'm going to try to get meds for my depression. Because I hate living like this. I hate living with debilitating depression to the point where I can't really do any. I feel like I can't do anything. I also want to have, joy. My friends, my family, thank you so much for listening to me ramble about BL and books. Let me know if you want to see me do this again, where we read more novellas. Love to do that, because this was actually kind of fun. So what do you think of my new nails? I didn't even show you. Aren't they cutesy? Aren't they cutesy dootsy? Got the stilettos again. Like, I wanted to give vampire cunt vibes, and I feel like I have successfully done that. Also, the cats love them. They're good scratching devices, aren't they, Bug? Yes. Yes, they are. My friends, my family, my familia. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. It's been so much fun. Let me know in the comments what you thought. Let me know if you've read any of these books. Let me know if you are watching BL. Let me know if you're medicated. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit subscribe, because we talk about spooky shit, we talk about creepy shit, we talk about guys pushing other guys up against lockers and then kissing them. Thank you, Tiffany, for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will talk to you in my next one, okay? Bye. Say bye, Bug. Say goodbye. Bye. Goodbye.
Bad little baby, I'm hot.